was a little scuffle.
It was a little
It was
scuffle.
a little scuffle. It ain't had nothing to do with us. We was right. It was
You
right.
buy it?
Yeah, it was right in the little area where we was sitting at. But honestly, I couldn't even tell who was fighting. Like, you just seen the crowd form, and then you just seen
who got everything.
For the culture smoke shot. For the culture smoke shot. For the culture smoke shot. Rollin' with the culture every Saturday. Hey, rollin' with the culture every Saturday. Yeah. For the culture smoke shot.
Yeah, I got you, my boy. Yeah, you know. Come on in.
Blessings.
Man, I hope you got them clippers with you, though.
Ah, yes I do. Bet. All right, let me grab those real quick. Hey, tell me where the love go. Hey, tell me where the love go. Just tell me where the love go.
I hear you, JC.
When you start being great, you gon' start seeing snakes rolling up 3-5 in the wood by the lake. Food for thought, cause I got a lot of food on my plate. Keep your game A1 when it's beef and high steak. Been getting to the bag, got my hands in everything. Married to the game, even gave that bitch a wedding ring. Keep making silent moves, yeah, that's your best thing. Enemies don't need to know every damn thing. Sipping pink while I think how to get this money. Every time I blink, gotta keep the ship going. Always flowing, never sink. Young nigga, always saucy, hard cold like a frosty first team defense. Still had niggas cross soon as you elevate. You gon' feel all the hate. Pussy niggas act tough, all facts, no bluff. Lay low, move swiftly. Keep a hoe who wanna lick me. Know I gotta keep the blicky for the niggas tryna get me. Big drippy when I step, make a hoe catch her breath. Get right or get left. When I leave, she gon' fall for a nigga. You would thought it's October. Been blowing all the trees, I'm a big leaf blower. Always high, never sober. Got this weight up on my shoulders. Living in a cold world, so my heart got colder. Know you gotta get high just to deal with the low. First they love you, then they hate you. Now you asking where the love go. Where the love go? Hey, tell me where the love go. Hey, where the love go? Tell me where the love go. Yeah, tell me where the love go. That's how the game go, man. Tell me where the love go. First they love you, then they hate you. Tell me where the love go. Hey, I've been smoking on that cash. I don't know I'm high as fuck. I put my on the chain and that bitch icy as a pup.
Boy, appreciate that cut, man. Much needed.
Always.
Now to the business, man. I know you pulled up to the smoke shop for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
You
I
know,
need a couple things. Gotta grab.
You caught us on the late night, so I'm gonna give you the VIP treatment, man. Just
That's love.
tell me what you need, man. We can go through this motherfucker.
Gotta get a few things. I need some camos. I need a new weed jar. Maybe one that's more discreet. I don't need my son getting into the stuff.
Got that.
I need a new pen. I got a weed cartridge. I need that.
For sure.
See what else y'all need.
Dynasty niggas, as promised. King Space, nigga. It's that FOE DMG monster shit, nigga. 2022 Infinity. Yeah.
What's
Walk
this?
with me. Spark with me.
Take you to the next level.
Let's get high.
I am a go-getter, Morilla. These niggas talking about pay, but don't got no skrilla. I touch new money every day, and that's just fact. I'm on my feet so long, I need to get money, Matt, and I can stand on that. You get it? Handicap games, I be ballin' on these midgets. How I balance all these crafts and I stay up on my pivot. This shit insane. Sippin' lean to deal with the pain. I stay in my lane. Turn the booth to a big, cause I like to come with the flame. I ball out like James, that's LeBron. Or you could call me Edgerin. Run into your bitch, she good with hair like a Cedrin. Money is the preference, no I'm never settling. My price been my price and these niggas still been paying it. Can't a nigga ever tell me I ain't been on my shit. I'm too smooth, throw dirt, I bet the shit don't stick. I'm just good with the flips, that means
This for the ladies?
and my gold medal be
Nigga got the ladies honey in here, man.
you feel me?
You feel me?
Your girl pipe like this, and for the ice Diamonds on my wrist, we like to call them hood trophies. On some whole shit, in Hawaii with a Sophie, you know, Hawaiian Sophie.
Most important.
Bitch, I'm more realer than realer. Niggas won't smoke, I'm a killer. I put the go in gorilla. If she want a thrill, I'm a thriller. Lil' mama so thick in that ass, I be squeezing. All on my diamonds, she like how they be. My presence like dope, when I leave, she be fiending. I'm just a saucy ass nigga from Cleveland. Niggas be hating, but I give them a reason. Strap on my hip, yeah, I gotta play defense. Niggas be switching, yeah, I really seen it. I seasoned myself till it was my season. If it's on the flow, then the gang gon' go. Keep me a pole, never ran from the smoke. I'm fucking your bitch with my chain still on. After we done, she can leave me alone. I'm back to the money, gotta run up a check. Shout out the gang, gotta rep my set. Telling these niggas that space up next. I ain't met a nigga more realer than me yet. I ain't met a nigga more realer. Niggas be cold, I'm chiller. I'm with about 4 or 5 killers. Cause the land been spooky like Thriller. I pull up with Poe, that's bro. He might just serve you a bow. While niggas been off, I'm on. Track sizzling like hot cones.
I'm bigger than big, I'm a reincarnation. I got a follower and I got a nation. I ain't been smoking since I'm on probation. I still got my stick and I'm patiently waiting. You pillow talking with women, I really don't get it. These niggas be sour, they hate. I don't shoot back cause these niggas don't shoot. They just tried at me and they smile in my face. I'm a real nigga, don't show it, no passing. The pack in the mail, send the money right back.
This might be the best thing you picked up, I ain't gonna lie. I had my eye on this, man. I had my eye on this.
That's definitely fire for that. But that stash to keep my son on my shit.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah, that's Kool-Aid. That's clutch. That's clutch. You just gotta hope he don't really try to make some Kool-Aid, though.
No, he gonna come to me for that. If anything, he'll bring it to me.
Yes, sir. Oh, I see what you did, too. I see what you did with the hand.
Let's run that. Let's run that. Let's run that.
A bunch of phones for you.
This low nigga, that when you stack still stay with that raw little nigga, don't like. I'ma stay down till I come back up. Young wild nigga, I don't get no fuss. Run my bread, let me get my bucks. It was all off work, I ain't had no love. We just met first night and she let me fuck. Catch fake checks, I can never get enough. I just got a new site, nigga, let's load up. I remember back in school, I was getting rolled up. If it's beef, little nigga can't say what's up. Stand tall on mine, if it's up, it's stuck. He can get shot up if he tryna run up. Space Jam gon' pop him if he tryna get tough.
Bitch, I'm more realer than realer.
My God. No. Fire right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Culture Podcast, episode 1. We here. My bro, King Space.
You already know.
Brother from another mother, literally.
What's going on?
Cool, man. Want to get into this podcast thing, man, and couldn't think of a more appropriate first guest to you. You know, you played a hand in this for the culture shit, so.
Most definitely, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. It's a blessing to even be in the presence and the opportunity for this right now.
Yes, sir. We making history right now.
Getting high while we doing it.
Yes, sir. It's for the culture, man. It's only right.
It's only right.
You see the table, man.
We got a few things up here.
So let's get into it, man. I kind of know most of the story because we grew up damn near together, but let's talk about your childhood, your upbringing. You know, where was you born?
I was born here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
You know, not in the same household with both parents, but I was blessed to have a stepdad that was around since I can remember.
Yes, sir.
So I did have 2 parents in the household. Kept my head straight. You know, my mom, I was bad as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, we all was, for real.
Mom moved me out of there. I had to get out the hood. First I went to Warrensville. Bad there. Then she moved me to Bedford. I remember I was salty. I didn't even want to go to Bedford. My mom went to Bedford. And I'm like, man, no. I don't even want to go to Bedford. But it ended up being alright, though.
Yes, sir.
It ended up turning out smooth.
That's where I actually ended up meeting you at.
Right, that's where we met, you feel me? And
yes,
we wouldn't even be here in this situation if she ain't moved me to Bedford.
Shout out to Bedford High School, Bearcats, all the alumni. Class of 2011, right?
2011. Sound old as hell.
Yeah, we some old heads, man. It's 2022. We've been out of high school over a decade.
Man, shit. That's crazy. Thinking back at that, that's just crazy.
Definitely. Nah. one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on the podcast, appropriately named For the Culture, is because I feel like you actually are multifaceted in the ways that you approach the culture.
Yeah.
So let's get into that, because you're an artist with that pen and paper, but then you're also an artist in the booth, but then you're also an artist with the haircuts.
Come on.
So it's like, let's get into it. Let's talk about that. Like, what came first and what led to what? Like, how did you get to where you're doing all three at a high level right now?
Man, it's to the point right now where I'm at is I'm just trying to utilize every talent that God blessed me with. And it started off for sure with just art.
Okay.
You know,
I remember the
little drawings.
The drawings, the tweet birds for the girls and shit.
I
remember all that.
All that. I'm in the classroom drawing Dragon Ball Z and shit. You feel me? Not even paying attention. Drawing my S's out. Everybody know about them S's back in the day. You feel me?
The 3 lines and the crosses.
Yeah. But that's where it started for real. And I remember I drew a picture of Kobe Bryant at a young age. Shout out to Kobe. And I showed it to my mom. And for my age, I forget how old I was, but for my age, it was a pretty dope drawing.
For sure.
So I think at that time, that's when my mom knew, like, oh, he talented for it.
So she supported your art pursuits.
Yeah, for sure.
So like back then, I know we was kids for real when you got started. So was your mom like buying you supplies and
No, she wasn't buying me
sketch pads and that type of stuff? Or?
My mom bought me whatever I asked for, and at the time I wasn't asking for that. I was asking for stupid shit.
Video games.
And shoes. For me, it was shoes.
Yes, sir.
So as long as my grades was right, or at least decent, I could get what shoes I wanted. So that's what she was buying for me. But I usually utilize the art stuff that, you know, they applied us with in school.
Mm-hmm.
So
Decker was good.
yeah, they was good for that for sure, and I never had to like go with needing that. So it was always at access.
Okay. So from the drawings as a kid, like at what age do you feel like you really took off and became like a dope artist? Like, I mean, I feel like you've been dope since then, but like at what point do you feel like you reached your maturity and was like, people need to start paying me for my art?
In high school, that's a good question. In high school though, with just the type of art that I was doing, like, you know, shout out to Miss Clemens, because I remember that was my art teacher. I wasn't with all the art, you know, all the projects they wanted to do.
Yeah, a lot of that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I wasn't with that. So more than likely, she allowed me to take what my interest in art and turn it into the projects that she was trying to have us create.
Okay. She let you put your own spin on it pretty much.
Yeah, and more so, I was always drawing people.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. It was just always taking somebody and putting them on the paper. It was just fire to me.
Definitely.
Back then, I was drawing Wiz Khalifa a lot.
Okay. I remember
that was the way for us coming out of high school and stuff.
Pushing OJ era.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the more notable things that people talk about a lot now, and you probably don't even know because you ain't around for all the conversations, but the Nipsey Hussle portrait that we actually got hanging up in the shop.
R.I.P. Nipsey, man.
R.I.P. to Nipsey for sure. Marathon continues. But let's talk about that a little bit. At what age? Well, when did you draw it? First of all, was it before or after his death? And what was the inspiration behind it? And what was Nipsey's inspiration on you overall? Because
Man,
I feel like you take a lot of the characteristics that he talked about and apply.
Yeah, Nipsey. I've been listening to Nipsey since 09. 08, 09, I believe that's when me and my boy Ted first got hips for him. And
that's a real 08, 09. That's not a LeBron.
Yeah.
08, 09.
And it was crazy because his music was just different, and you could tell. And it was just the way he applied himself, the way, you know, when he sold that first little tape.
That $100.
$100, you feel me? And then Hov bought 10 of them, I believe.
Might have been 100 of them, some shit like that.
It was a crazy.
I think he spent 10,000 with him.
It was a crazy amount. It was a crazy amount, crazy investment because he seen that in him.
Yeah, that was actually my first time ever hearing about Nipsey Hussle. Was that situation right there when Jay-Z bought the tapes?
It was a Crenshaw tape, to be honest, right? That red.
I don't know lie. I feel like it, but I don't know.
I think it was a Crenshaw.
I don't know lie.
Now, with Nipsey, man, I drew that after he passed. With everything I do, like doing the music, barbering, I never really had time to sit down and draw no more.
Okay.
So I kind of had faded away from the sit down and create a masterpiece art section. I kind of, started focusing more on the barbering, focusing more on the music. That'd take up a lot of time.
Definitely.
So
definitely. But you be in that shop, you put them hours in.
So when Nipsey passed, it just hit different. So it's like I had to come out of retirement type. You feel me? So it's like you got to do it one time for Nipsey, and it just felt right. And when I was drawing that, I was listening to nothing but Nipsey. That was the motivation on that picture. It was just for Nipsey, and it was just like what I was getting. So I just figured I just wanted to picture him as iconic as he was. So that's why it's black and white.
Okay.
And
I never knew that.
The halo was the only thing that was in color. So that's what really gave me the motivation for that. And,
how long did that take you from start to finish? Is the one that we have, is that the first draft?
Yeah, you got the original copy. I say it took me about a month because, like I said, with everything that I had going on, I was dipping and dabbing. Okay. And also dealing with the emotion.
Yeah. Nipsey passed.
Yeah, of his passing. So it was like, damn, sometimes I get a little worked up. Like, this is, it's fucked up. We all seen how it happened. I do the same with that Kobe picture I'm trying to work on now. I got a Kobe picture I'm trying to work on, but that, I've been knowing Kobe since way longer than Nipsey, so it was, that gets real emotional for me, so I just gotta, I think I'm at the point where I want to just dab back into it, but.
Yeah, that Kobe one hit hard, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I know for a fact you've been on Kobe since before I was even really an NBA fan.
Before everybody wanted to call LeBron King.
yeah. It was a little controversial, matter of fact.
It was a little controversial.
Us being from Cleveland, it's like, nigga, what is this Kobe shit this nigga talking about?
I always got that, though. I always got that. Yeah, you feel me? I always got that. But hey, a lot of people don't know, I got family in Cali and everything, so I always felt connected with Cali.
Okay.
And, but I did get a little backlash. I'm not the biggest Browns fan. I want them to be successful, but I ain't the biggest Browns fan around.
Shout out to the Browns, man.
They lost today.
It's always next year.
They lost today.
No, we just waiting on Deshaun, man. You know how it goes.
I want to see what he do, for sure.
You think he ain't gonna go crazy?
I think he can help the culture.
He gonna help Cleveland in general. That's why they gave him that much money, because they already know he about to come in and turn the whole city.
Yeah.
We'll be to the bowl within these 5 years.
Within 5 years?
Yeah, I'm saying in episode 1.
Episode 1.
Cleveland Browns will be to the bowl.
He's calling it.
Matter of fact, within 4 years for the coach.
Within 4 years.
Y'all run this episode back whenever we win that shit, Okay. At what age did you go to barber school and start taking that more serious?
I didn't start going to barber school until late, for real. 2015.
2015. So what
2015, 2016.
It was about 22, 23.
That's really what it was, because at 22, that's when I had my son.
Okay.
So that's what gave me the drive, because I wasn't doing nothing but just working and selling weed. So it was.
That was Papa John's days, wasn't it?
Shoot, that was a little after that, because I went to college, tried college, and I only lasted half a semester, for real.
Accurate.
It ain't me. It wasn't me.
I remember.
Yeah, but then I had a job out there, was selling weed, and then fell in love with the college life, because even though I wasn't in college, I was still there, and we was throwing parties, and it was gone.
So 2015, 2016, you went to barber school.
Yeah, that's when I got my. Was like, you know what? I gotta do something with myself.
Now, did you know how to cut before you went to barber school, or did you learn in school? Like they really taught you everything?
It's crazy, as close as we are. You know, I've been cutting since the 8th grade.
Okay.
And I never really.
You know what? I forgot. I do remember that.
Yeah, and I never really was like, you know. I mean, I knew I could do it. I knew I'd be lining, you know, here and there I'd line my friends up and stuff. But it was never, even when I was doing it, I knew I wasn't no professional, and I'm already getting money, so it was like, I ain't charging my niggas. That's who I was cutting, my niggas, so you wasn't nothing for real. I can actually thank my nigga Deontay for that, though, because he was the one who forced me to start cutting.
Tay?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tay.
I did not want to cut his hair.
So that was your first client?
That was my first client. And he figured because I could draw on paper, I could draw on somebody's head. And he believed in me for real before I even believed in myself with it. Only with barbering. I ain't saying I ain't believe in myself, but for barbering, to just be like, yeah, I can pick up a clipper, I'm going to cut your hair.
Right.
You like, nigga, where is
you know, he took a risk with that one, too.
You feel me?
I don't trust niggas playing around with my hair. I had no offense, but I had to see you work a little bit before I was just like,
but I would think that's how it would go, for sure. I mean, he was like, nigga, you can draw on paper, do this, put this Bearcat paw on my head.
Oh, so you started with the designs from the beginning, huh?
Off top, man. That ain't fair.
Nah, that's a cheat code right there. So how did that transition, with you not even really being too sure how it would turn out? How you think you was doing in the beginning as far as designs and just cutting hair in general?
What's crazy
was you nice back then, or did it take you a while to get there?
Because I could draw, and me being a perfectionist that I am, because it gotta look good. I feel like that's my name walking around. You can't just, can't be, for somebody to be in the street and be like, who cut your hair? And then saying it in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We all been there.
That client cannot be like, space cut my hair. And they be like, damn, he did it? No.
Let you walk out the shop?
I don't need nothing but what I get now. Clients calling me, hey, man, I done got so many compliments from girls on my cut and blah, blah, blah. That's all I like to hear. So that's really really fueled that right now. Okay. Because I barbering just feel like.
You told me the other day, it don't even feel like work to you.
It don't feel like work.
That's a beautiful thing.
I really feel like I be changing lives. People walk in with a frown. People walk in with you feel me, a whole down mood, no matter what they going through. Because it feel like I'm a therapist also. Like, you get a connection with your clients. You talk about stuff with your clients.
Definitely.
They trust you as your barber. As they barber.
Me and you done had some talks in the chair.
Mm-hmm. We done had some talks in the chair that led to this.
Facts.
I remember when you first brought it up, it was like, yo, working on something.
Yes, sir.
Now look, clothing line.
Yes, sir.
Smoke shop.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about that a little bit, because the For the Culture logo is kind of becoming iconic at this point, and I got to thank you for that, man, because I kind of told you a vision I had, and you brought that shit to life.
I got to thank you for the vision.
And you executed that shit
I got to thank you for the vision.
To the highest degree, my boy. I've got nothing but good feedback on our logo. Like, people love it.
Man,
and we done put it into use so much now, it's like, it's a machine. Like,
it's crazy looking at it because it's like I said, I'm trying to utilize every blessing God has gave me with talent, because it's like, you coming to me with that, and then I turn around and now it's on people's clothes. And you feel me? It's around. You pull it up and you got the For the Culture on the back of your car. Like, the whole decal.
True.
That's fire. Like, that's just a blessing to see. It's like, man. And it's also about leaving a mark.
Building a brand.
Yeah.
Leaving a legacy. For sure.
I feel like I ain't doing nothing but creating my legacy. So.
Definitely. So I wanted to ask you about this too. I see you got the chain on and shit. What was the inspiration behind your logo? And shout out to that, cause that bitch fire.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Dre Jeweler, you feel me? Go to Light Show. You in Cleveland, you need a chain, go to Light Show. Also, Zeta Jeweler, holla at him. But what fueled that is just me wanting to start taking music serious.
Okay.
And with my name being King Space, you feel me? It's about branding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, if you might not even thought about it. You fueled that for real, cause you showed me what I could do in creating a logo.
Mm-hmm.
How can I see myself not putting down what everybody else do, but as a creator, how can I not do my own logo?
Right.
So that gave me the fuel to just,
Okay.
let me go ahead and create something.
So from the idea of making one, how long did it take you to get to the point?
Inspired, by the way.
Thank you. Shout out to 40 Culture Smoke Shop. So from the idea of making your own logo to the final step, or to the point of getting a chain made, getting stickers, all that, how long did it take you to really draw that bitch up and execute it?
I ain't gonna say it's crazy. I keep saying a month, but it took about a month.
Okay.
Because
Starting to see a little pattern here.
I wanted to brand it
30-day turnaround for the logos. Keep that in mind.
with a busy. You feel me? Where this is a logo coming from a barber. You feel me? And artist. So I'm trying to create music at the same time. So it's gonna take me a minute.
Doing shows and all that.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Being a parent, we know.
Man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so about a month for that.
About a month.
So, just want to touch on it real quick if you're comfortable with it. But I know you got a son with autism.
I do.
So, what's that life like being a parent?
It's
dealing
amazing.
with that?
It's amazing. It's amazing because
I know you got the Rawtism brand and all that.
shout out to
that.
Rawtism.
Shout out to Rawtism.
Shout out to my son's mother. You know, she created Rawtism. He has autism, so that's the clothing line for that.
Okay. So it is a clothing line.
That is a clothing line. It is a clothing line. More styles getting ready to come out.
Okay. Is it kids only, or is it
No,
adults and kids?
no, it's adults and kids.
Okay.
But with being a parent of an autistic child, I'm the parent of a regular child, just way more intelligent.
For sure.
Because he moves on a higher level than anybody,
Okay.
even me. So it brings me a lot of patience. It brings me a lot of focus. But it also brings me a lot of appreciation.
Yeah. That's dope. And me being around Space, I would have never knew he was autistic. The boy definitely smart as hell.
He just a little nigga that don't fuck with everybody because he in his own world. That's it. He in his own world.
Yeah, definitely.
And when he wanna fuck with you, he gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, because I ain't never really felt like he don't fuck with me, but
He
I
will.
have seen him just dip off into his own world, though.
You feel me? You feel me? As long as he take off with that tablet, he might steal you. He might steal your phone or something, walk up on you. You like, dang, this little dude just walked up, took my phone. Yeah. And he know how to get all in it, too.
Yeah. That's my daughter to the T. That's crazy. Okay. So, let me ask you this. In the future, when Lil Space is an adult, I've heard in the past, it might not be true, you might have heard something too, being that you got an autistic son, but I heard cannabis and marijuana and those things help with certain developmental problems or conditions. You ever thought about using the CBD or letting him smoke when he grown, or what's your take on that? Like, do you think about that yet? I know he's still a kid, but do you think about that type of stuff?
I don't think about it,
Okay.
but I wouldn't be like against it. My dad smoked, so when I had my son, that's when me and my dad smoked the first time.
Right?
No,
The real dad.
my real dad.
Okay.
That moment outside of the hospital because he ain't gonna come up, you know, all that other family stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very close moment for me and my dad because we had a very rocky relationship growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big vital moment, just to be open.
Mm-hmm.
And now, of course, I was smoking before that,
Right.
so it was just being open with him about smoking, and we smoking together and we talking and everything.
You being a grown man for real.
Yeah.
Now you got a kid.
Now I got a kid.
He gotta respect that on top of you respecting that that's your father.
Exactly. But with that moment, it let me know how close that moment can make you and your child. So if that was something he would be into in the future,
Mm-hmm. You'll let him make that choice.
he can make that choice.
And you'll be there for him.
Because I'm always gonna want to do what's best for him,
Definitely.
and that's the most important.
Definitely.
So, like I said, if it comes to that situation,
Okay.
we can do that.
Okay. Cool. So going off that, how old was you the first time you smoked?
Hmm.
And how was it? Like, did you smoke weed and say you liked it, or did you smoke it and was kind of indifferent, didn't care?
When I first smoked weed, what was I? 15. I was late compared to everybody else.
That ain't too late. I was 14, so I don't know.
15.
Niggas do be young out here,
You feel
wilding
me?
out.
Niggas 10 years old, 11 years old, they hit the weed and shit like, damn, nigga. But no, I was 15, and the first time I smoked, I felt like something was wrong with me, because I ain't feel high.
Damn, for real?
I'm like, damn, my tolerance must be something different, because why I don't feel high, and I know I was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know niggas.
Was
like,
you inhaling?
That's what I'm saying. Niggas, you got niggas that don't inhale.
Mm-hmm.
I always do a French inhale. It hit both for me.
Right.
Up here and down here.
Okay.
So
I got you.
I was like, damn, what's wrong with me? Why the
So
fuck I'm not high?
So you wasn't high your first time smoking
Mm-mm.
weed? You ain't started laughing, you ain't get the munchies, eyes wasn't red, none of that?
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm just looking around and my niggas like talking about they high. And I'm like, damn, I feel normal.
That's
But
wild.
it was like that for like the first 5 times.
Damn. Okay.
I remember.
So what made you keep coming back? Peer pressure?
You can say that. I was just telling my nigga the other day, I was like, I feel like Wiz played a big moment in a lot of people's lives with weed.
Okay.
You couldn't listen to Wiz music and not want to smoke.
For sure.
Or not be curious about smoking if you're not a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
So, back then, if you want to say peer pressure or whatever, it was around for sure.
For sure.
So, no,
Couldn't escape it in high school.
you couldn't escape it. And at first I would try to be on some, I'm an athlete shit. You feel me? I don't smoke. I'm cool.
I remember them days. I remember the hoop dreams.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was like, nah. But then, once I started actually feeling high, the way of conquering a high, you got your first couple of highs. You get paranoid, usual stuff. But then once you conquer that, you keep getting higher and your tolerance is where you need to be. You ain't even thinking about that.
That's funny.
You got people who be like, I can't smoke. I get paranoid. I don't understand that.
It was so funny because back then in high school when I first started smoking, I used to enjoy the high and shit until I got home and realized my grandparents was on the way home and I'm high as fuck. Like I'm stupid high. Like I'm geeked. I'm hungry. My eyes red.
See,
and at that point I'm panicking. That's when the paranoia kick in.
I just play the game.
I'm about to get in trouble.
I just play the game. I'm act like everything cool. I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah.
Do my normal.
Yeah. I mean, I tried my best, but nigga, I was a little fat nigga, so I'm running back and forth to the kitchen grabbing snacks and shit. Like, what about edibles? You fuck with edibles at all?
Yeah, I fuck with edibles.
How was your first time using edibles? Did you get high off that, or did that take 5 times to get high off too?
No, it took more than 5 times. Edibles did not hit for me until I tried these one edibles. It had some Japanese writing on it.
Oh shit.
So
who knows what was in that?
it definitely, I forget what was it? I want to say 500.
500 milligrams?
Yeah.
THC?
Yeah. I want to say.
See, my first time with the edibles was 100 milligram gummy bear. That bitch had me fried, had me stuck for like 16 hours straight. Like, couldn't get out of bed, dehydrated and all. Like, got to piss and all. Like, just like can't move though, stuck. Phone ringing, ignoring all that shit.
No, when I tried those though, I was out.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah. I was done for the night. I had a cut to do. Actually, it was so fucked up.
Man,
Let the niggas in there. I was on some young nigga shit. I
probably lost that client. Huh?
No. Nah.
Nah?
I can't lose a client.
Okay.
I can have an understanding client though. This was a one-time thing. It ain't happened since.
Might have to throw a little discount or something.
No, I looked out for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, one of the other barbers' porch was talking mad trash. And I'm like, man, edibles don't affect me for real. Like, eat the whole bag. And only 4 of them, but still.
500 milligrams, 4 gummies. Yeah, you a wild boy. It's like 125 per gummy.
The cut was an add-on to make it easier, to let you know that it was not. My night was supposed to be over with.
Yeah. No, you was just flexing at that point. Like, I'm gonna do all this and still get you fresh.
Nah, I knew I wouldn't get them fresh. I said, bruh, no. Porch ended up cutting them.
Yeah. That's fair.
He had a free cut, and I gave him 2 free cuts for me.
Damn.
So,
Shout out to Porch.
So,
Fuck yours.
fuck yours.
Okay.
They just performed at the OEA Awards. Shout out to my nigga Smiles and them.
Okay. Fuck yours.
We got our shit going on.
Okay.
So if deals come that way, we definitely will take them.
Give me the breakdown of all them initials, because you just hit me with a bunch of letters. What was it? DMG?
DMG.
What's that stand for?
That's Deuce Mafia Gang.
Deuce Mafia Gang. Okay.
I'm
And what was the other one? FOE.
We got FOE.
What's
Family over everything.
Family over everything.
That's my nigga Don. That's my nigga Spence.
Okay.
Nicole. Shout out to Nicole for the beats.
Okay.
My boy Hip. We got. I gave you what, 2?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yours.
DMG, FOE, fuck yours.
Fuck yours is on with FOE. It's FOE, FY though. But it's more growing group of people in fuck yours though.
Okay.
So fuck yours and my boys from Warren.
So is these like groups, like y'all doing songs together, or these like?
Definitely. This is all family for real.
Okay.
All family, because if you don't move like family with us, you ain't part of it. So.
Okay.
That's definitely what we got going on over here. So it's just at the end, fuck yours. If you ain't trying to be family with us, it's fuck yours.
Okay. And what's next as far as art wise? I think you mentioned you was trying to do you doing a Kobe right now?
Yeah, I'm working on this.
I told you earlier I need a Migos joint, so
yeah,
I'll
definitely.
get that on camera, put the pressure on him.
RIP Takeoff.
RIP the Takeoff for sure.
I definitely be working on those. That Kobe picture crazy. It's a different collab to Kobe all in one.
Okay. What you mean by collab? You working with somebody else on the project?
No. I just a big collage. Maybe that's a better word to say.
Okay.
A collage of pictures that I took from Kobe, from vital moments.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna put that together. I might add some color to it. I might keep it black and white. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh man.
What's that?
We talking about the culture also.
Okay.
So I got a question for you.
What's that?
I see you went to the fight.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about it?
Dire now because remember, we go to the scorecards after 4, and Stevie Spark has already scored a knockdown.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous.
Oh my goodness! Stevie Spark over the top rope! And he sticks the landing!
That was a very athletic move.
I don't know that I've ever seen it before.
The event was a great look for Cleveland, but the decision of the Montana fight was terrible for the city, man. My boy got played. He was shouldn't have been disqualified. Shouldn't call it as a loss. The man, the fight could have kept going. That's
He was
all I
playing
can say.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, and the man had already headbutted him. Like,
It wasn't intentional.
I don't
I
know.
don't
like,
think it was intentional.
I don't know.
I looked at the replay today. I don't think it was intentional.
Well,
I
either
feel
way-
like when you boxing a different boxer who's southpaw, the lady even said it. She was like, "That's bound to happen because
happens.
your boxing style with theirs." And when I seen the replay, Montana was leaning in. It wasn't like it wasn't no head movement from your boy. So it was like,
I'm gonna have to see that. I'm gonna have to
You
rewatch
gotta
that.
see
I
it.
was there, so I didn't even see the screen.
and then
I was
after
actually
that,
watching the shit happen,
the
and
coach was like, he told Montana with the cut, he was like,
that was ugly.
I can't leave you in long. I could watch him for a minute. I think he told him he could watch him for a minute just to see. But he was like, it's a possibility if you take another hit to that cut.
Yeah, it was an ugly cut.
So, I don't know. This is just my theory. I said it today.
You got a theory?
I said Montana took the smart route out for real.
I don't know.
Oh, I ain't
I
saying
don't
get
know.
disqualified like that, but he got disqualified. I just seen this post today. He posted the numbers.
It ain't really like he lost the fight. Like he got beat up, but
And
it is what it is, and I feel like they need
after
to
the
run it
numbers
back.
he posted, it showed
Yeah,
like it was an even fight.
yeah, and they need to run that back. They need to run it back
And
in Cleveland again.
He said he was gonna run it back.
Yeah, they need to be in Cleveland though. I feel that.
He said he was gonna run it back.
We came out, and the event was beautiful. Like, shit was smooth. All the preliminary fights, I don't say every one, but there was some good fights on the card. Shout out to Rocket Mortgage Field House. The venue was beautiful. People was
still
still
hearing about niggas fighting and throwing chairs.
He's already scored a knockdown.
Yeah, this is a very
Oh
dangerous.
my goodness! Stevie Spark over...
It was a little fight. It was a little scuffle.
It was a little
It was a
scuffle.
little scuffle. It ain't had nothing to do with us. We was right. It was
You
right.
buy it?
Yeah, it was right in the little area where we were sitting at. But honestly, I couldn't even tell who was fighting. Like, you just seen the crowd form, and then you just seen niggas rumbling, and then the whole crowd just got to moving through the crowd. Like, the circle got to moving through the crowd of people. And then next thing you know, security was breaking shit up. And I feel like the people that was fighting didn't even really get caught, so whatever. It was brief. It was between fights, so it didn't really fuck up none of the event or the I don't know how it showed up on pay-per-view, but it was made. I mean, it was minor. Nothing major.
I showed up on pay-per-view either.
They didn't watch the fight. It was good. It was for the country. Moving on now, man. Cleveland. Browns.
Shout out to the
what y'all
Browns.
doing.
Shout out to the Browns.
Shout out to the Browns. We waiting on Deshaun to come back for sure, but today was a bad day. This was a bad weekend. Both the Montana fight and the Browns loss.
What was that post I seen today? It was like, this week was last year or something. Was it?
This,
What did it say?
like, I know what you're talking about.
I gotta look it up.
Damn, I know what you're talking about. It was like a lot of crazy shit happened in this last week, but it was like this last year.
Yeah,
Some shit
it was something like that. It was something.
I was fucked up today.
Mhm.
How that shit taste?
Amazing. Feel like I just made like a strawberry pineapple drink.
Fire. So talk about the league a little bit, because I never really dabbled into it too heavy, but do you feel like it really, what does it do for you? Yeah, so.
I People say it's slowing down.
I've heard that.
I don't feel it's slowing down though.
Okay. So,
I feel like,
feel like a weed high?
yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit higher. Just
Okay.
a little bit higher.
Okay. So do it push you to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
They don't.
Do you fuck with it when you in your creative mode? Like
Yeah,
when you
more
in the studio?
Very, very much so.
Yeah?
Very
Does it
much
help?
so. Because I get to talking. I get to talking.
You put that battery in your back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm charged for sure. I be charged. I'm charged without it, but how I be want to feel is how I want to feel.
Okay. So, what's some of your songs that you done made off the lane? Let me see if I can spot any differences when I go back and listen. Because they say it make you, a little slower, a little slur in the voice.
Where the Love Go was one.
Where the love go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I have to go back and check that out.
Shoot, a few that me and a few songs that we got that's about to be on the tape. Me and Tev gonna drop.
Let's talk about that too.
That a lot of those songs.
You mentioned that to me like my last 3-4 cuts. So, what's the word? Like, what we getting at? What's the name of it? How many tracks we having? All that.
It's gonna be King Space and Tay Supreme.
Okay.
Like a present for real.
Okay. So collaboration.
It's gonna be big, but it's gonna be called 1990X.
Okay. 199X.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's the vibes of it? Is y'all rapping? Is it
Oh,
mellow?
when Tay Supreme was on the track, you gotta rap.
Okay.
You have to rap.
Okay.
It's just a different level that he's on.
Come with the bars.
Yeah, he come in bars for sure. He gonna
Shout
make
out
you
to
listen.
Tay. For sure. So when can we expect that? Let the people know. Shit.
I want to say before the year is up.
Okay. We about midway through November, so you got a little bit more than a month. All right, let's make that happen. Let's see that. That's dope. How many tracks we looking at?
That's what we working on now. Because we got a good amount of number, but Tay want more.
Okay.
He want more for sure. So
tell me about your process of making music. Do you got a lot of shit like in the vault, in the cut that you did and just never released? Or is it pretty much if you make it, you gonna put it on the project and put it out or just release it as a single?
that's
How you
the thing
decide?
about not stopping, because you keep not running out of shit.
Alright.
I got shit to drop.
So you always recording.
I got shit to drop.
You got some shit in the vault?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I got shit that was like, can't drop that yet.
Okay.
Can't drop
So
that yet.
of everything you got, whether it be like it's just so hard that you don't want to drop it yet, or even shit that you just like, it's a cool song, but I don't want to put it on these projects yet. So all together in the vault, unreleased, how many songs you put together? And how many projects would you split them songs into if you was to release it?
I say right now, I got about a good 80, 90.
80, 90 unreleased songs?
Yeah.
God damn, my boy. That's a lot of studio time.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Independently, it's a lot of studios out.
I already know. I'm knowing. Okay, so is there any plans for a release of unreleased, or is it just if it happens, it happens? You just waiting on it. You still creating shit to drop, or what?
Now, it's about putting a project together. It's easy to just drop songs, but with the goal set, which it really ain't a goal because you know you're gonna reach it. It's about really just knowing how you want to do it. You know you got it.
Okay.
So how do I want to present it? How do I want people to take it in? Or do I just want to drop it on people?
Okay.
Which lately I feel like that's what I've been doing. Just alright, I feel like dropping this. Let's drop this.
So
Some of the music that's gonna be on the tape with Tay Supreme is unreleased. So you feel me? The fact that we just want to add a little bit more, we just want to put a little more razzle dazzle in it.
Right.
But it could be dropped today.
Could be.
It could be dropped today.
So y'all niggas just being picky for real.
I mean, it's your music.
Being a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself doing that a lot? Like, do you think you slowed yourself down by like being a little bit too picky on when or how you release shit? Or is it like
maybe
or your pace is intentional? Cause I feel like you telling me you got 80, 90 unreleased songs, and I know you drop consistently, but it's like, damn, I feel like you could be dropping a lot more often. If you just put that shit out.
I could be, and that's what everything about now is just getting back to it. Now we about to come with visuals, and just really getting to dropping so consistently that can't nobody ignore you.
Right.
So that's
consistency is key.
That consistency, everything, and I learned that with Larry June. So
shout out to Larry.
You feel me? That's what it's about now, just showing consistency.
Okay. So, what you feel like been your biggest song so far?
It's tough. Because I got so much music out now. I ain't saying so much, but it's just different avenues.
Right. Some shit hit bigger.
Shout out to Eat the Monster. I got a few songs with Eat the Monster on our tape we dropped. That, ooh. Because the females like Get It Girl.
Okay.
But they
I
also
never flipped that.
They also like Bust Down. But Flip That is up there too.
Flip That was my shit.
Flip That up there too. I don't know. It gotta be one of the songs I got with Edo. And that's who I actually started out rapping with.
I remember that. So I remember that. That was back in like Akron days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many y'all released one official project together? Like a mixtape or album?
Two.
So
we got a new one that's about to drop.
So that's gonna be number 3?
Yeah, no, that's gonna be the second one. So that's what I'm saying. It is about to be out there.
Okay. So you working on 2 collabs right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got those that's about to drop. The one with E, it's just some freestyles. Freestyles from back in the day. Like I said,
some of that unreleased?
Unreleased music.
Okay.
So it's just, dropping consistently.
What's the longest you done sat on the song unreleased before you eventually put it out or put it on a project? Like, you got anything like you recorded over 2-3 years ago and then you decided to just drop it?
No, not 2-3 years ago. I got one that's almost at 2, but that's a few of those ones. I recorded those at the same time, and those was like, these is for like album mode. Okay. And then learning how to separate what type of songs is what mixtape, EP, album mode. I'm still learning at the shit, so it's like I want to be creative with it.
What's next? You said you're working on the 2 collabs. Mm-hmm. What's next on the solo side? Next year, 2023?
I might decide to drop something on my birthday or around my birthday.
Birthday? So January?
Yeah, that's the beginning of the year. So I did before.
You dropped something on your birthday before?
No, it was around my birthday. It was a little bit after my birthday.
Okay.
But that was the Space Mix. That was the one I just did.
Space Mix was fire.
Appreciate it. And that was on some like no ceilings type shit.
That was the vibe for sure.
Yeah, it was just, you know, I like this beat. Thank you.
I feel like you went crazy on that the baby beat. Was it Bob?
Yeah.
Bob? You went crazy on that one. I fucked with that.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
I'm trying to think of what's my favorite one on that.
How many tracks is on that?
What's the, what, 12?
12 tracks on the Space Game?
12 or 13?
That's on iTunes, right?
Yeah.
Apple Music, all
Everything.
everything, Spotify.
Tidal, all that.
Alright, so this is something I'll be curious about because I ain't in the music game at all, but I'm a fan. So, do you have a preference as an artist as to if you was to tell your fans go listen to my shit on this, like whether it be Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, you know?
The thing that I've been learning lately.
What you prefer, or like does it really matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me, but the thing that I've been learning lately, everybody ain't got an iPhone.
Yeah.
So I'm so.
That's hard to imagine.
I'm so used
I've been
to
having an iPhone for 15 years.
Once I switched to iPhone, I ain't never went back. But it's like once I know you ain't got an iPhone, it's just all right. Well, what do you listen to?
Right.
Because I mean, if you DM me, if you a fan, I open everything. I might not be right away to get to it because you know I'm gonna get the cut or whatever.
Right.
Or you feel me? So I will open it. I will get to it though. So if you tell me what you got, I definitely let you know what's there.
So your first thought is to send somebody to Apple Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apple Music. But if they ain't got Apple Music, some got Spotify. I know people that got Spotify.
Right.
So it's everywhere.
What do you think is the most common used streaming for people that don't have an iPhone?
Spotify.
More than YouTube, more than Tidal.
I know a lot of Tidal users though.
Yeah.
Spotify for sure.
Okay. Spotify.
Because a lot of Spotify got a lot of playlists and everything too.
Yeah, I do.
So with those, yeah.
They say it's a lot of politics in that. You ever encountered any of that? Like,
You know,
pay me to get on this playlist, or
it's a lot of those.
pay me to
It's a lot of those.
pay me to get on this radio
It's a lot
station
of those.
type
It's
shit.
a lot of those. It's a lot
Yeah.
of those. It's a lot of those. In the city, it's a lot of those, which is crazy. So that's why, you know,
I can believe it.
a lot of people feel like city don't show love. I learned in this city, yeah, you gotta pay your way.
Gotta pay your way. Gotta pay to play.
Hey, not everybody gonna show love. People gonna show love, but not everybody.
Is that a part of the game you really don't like? Or is
Yeah.
it just like you take it as it goes?
You take it as it go because you gotta earn your shit.
Yeah. Like you said, you gotta pay your way. Or pay as you went, I would say.
You gotta earn your
If
shit.
your shit worth it and it's worth investing in your music, might as well spend the money on shit that's gonna actually resonate with the people. Get you some new users, new listeners, all that, new fans.
Got to. You got to. But only, like I said, I don't like about that because I ain't the same way.
Yeah.
I ain't the same way. You ask me to share your shit, I got you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm just saying, like,
You shouldn't.
I'm more so support music on the organic
You
side.
shouldn't even have to ask me. You feel me? It sounds like I'll post your shit. You ain't ask me to. But you feel me? It's all about showing love. That's it. A lot of people forget to do that. I ain't gonna forget to do that. I'm gonna keep showing love. It is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta respect that.
You know, for sure.
At the end of the day, I believe in karma. So if you do good
But
shit,
why not?
good shit gonna
Why-
come back to you.
It ain't even about doing good shit. Why would you not support somebody?
Yeah. True.
If
It
they
don't
shit,
hurt.
if they shit worth supporting, in your opinion, support them. Don't lie to them and be like, oh yeah, I fuck with it. That's it. Just go an extra mile. You might get an extra mile going for you.
For sure. For sure.
Shout out to the shit I got out here though. Needed this. Try these out.
For the Culture Podcast. For the Culture Smoke Shop, you can get them gummies,
Hey, man,
mushroom
you feel
gummies
me?
right here at the shop.
Drop the bag in the shop. Damn.
You know, we looked out for you though.
Oh, for sure.
And you looked out for me, man. Shout out to the lineup. I needed that.
You already know, man. All the time. You already know. Shout out for the culture. You feel me? King Space. Y'all can catch me on Instagram. King SPVCE. Follow me. Hit me up. You need a cut? Hit me up.
Tell them where to find you.
Same thing.
Ace of Faze Barbershop.
Oh yeah, Ace of Faze Barbershop, 55th Northfield.
Shout out to For the Culture Smoke Shop. Follow us. Instagram, For the Culture Smoke Shop. Twitter, for THC_Smoke Shop. YouTube, For the Culture Smoke Shop. I think that's everything. Yeah, we don't got no TikTok. TikTok keep deleting us, man.
For real?
Yeah, man. We done had 2 pages deleted off TikTok for some bullshit.
What you post on TikTok?
Nothing. Like, some regular nothing. What was the one? Like, hurry up and buy?
Yeah,
We just
hurry
had,
up
you know,
and buy.
a little walk through the shop.
The last one we went viral on.
That's
we
crazy.
started to pick
Nigga,
up
we
some-
had like fucking over 100,000 views on that bitch with like
Within the first
fucking
day.
within the first fucking 9 hours.
Mm.
And then they just deleted our page.
They deleted the whole page.
No explanation.
Fuck
No,
TikTok.
no explanation.
Fuck
No nothing.
TikTok. No explanation.
That's crazy.
No. This was an explanation. You are promoting drug paraphernalia. Like, bro, this is a smoke shop. We talking about rolling trays and swishers and
But it was a voiceover though, so like
Right,
we wasn't
we
even
didn't
talking
talk
about
about
shit.
none
It
of
was
that.
somebody
It was
else
just
talking about this shit.
It was
Like
just in the video. We
yeah.
didn't even talk about it. But yeah, so fuck TikTok again. That shit is Chinese owned anyway. So fuck them niggas. For the Culture is not anti-China, but we anti-TikTok. Fuck y'all niggas. Casamigo starting to talk. Let's wrap it up. For the Culture Smoke Shop, 2 locations: Maple Heights, Ohio, Garfield Heights, Ohio. Look for the 3rd location at the top of 2023. We're gonna keep it under wraps until it's time to make a major announcement. But we making moves, you know. Shout out to the brands that we fuck with too. Wise One Clothing, Street Culture,
Oh yeah,
Ace of Faze Barbershop,
you already know.
Beat Loft Barbershop, 31707.
All the barbershops.
All the barbershops in the city for
We
sure.
praying
It's
for
a
all.
lot
I'm
more.
praying for all the barbershops in the city.
Yeah, shout out to the barbers.
Too much going on
The
for
barbers.
the barbershops in the city right now.
The barbers is the reason why the population is niggas be having kids on the For the Culture. For the Culture.
Bow.
Keep me a pole, never ran from the smoke. I'm fucking your bitch with my chain still on. After we done, she can leave me alone. I'm back to the money, gotta run up a check. Shout out the gang, gotta rep my set. Telling these niggas that space up next. I ain't met a nigga more realer than me yet. I ain't met a nigga more realer. Niggas be cold, I'm chiller. I'm with about 4 or 5 killers. Cause the land been spooky like Thriller. I pull up with pole, that's bro.